Alright, so hello everybody, my name is Paul. I have never done this before, never had a camera with an external mic, so I'm just going to record, see how this works. Probably going to end up rambling a lot, so for that I apologize. Yes, I am one of those nerds that do a pre-flight check before I take off on the bike. And it's still bright enough outside that I'm going to stick around on my high beams. But this is my brand new Yamaha FZ07 2015 in the Rapid Red. Being red, it's naturally 3x faster than everything else, 3 times faster. Especially anything that's colored green. See, it's 6:07 right now, 43 degrees outside. That's one thing I do. I ride all year round. Snow, ice, rain, whatever. Just give them a minute to warm up. Yeah, I just purchased this yesterday. Using it. It's replacement for my 2012 Ninja 650 that was stolen in October. And I'm thinking with this video, one of a couple things are going to happen. Either I don't have my camera set up to record from my external mic. I am just breathing heavily on my mic. Or what else? Oh yeah, my beard's just brushing the microphone as I'm talking. Oh, come over here, look at this. Aw, somebody got left flowers. How sweet. MCCP. I wonder if that's like CC. I don't know. Oh, it's a little bit chilly, but we're going to go down here right around just a small bit because I have not had very much time to mess around with this. Picked it up yesterday, went straight home. Well, actually I went to see my wife first, and from there I had to come into work today. Been there since roughly 8 o'clock. Let's see. For anyone interested, I am recording on a Garmin Verb. I'm currently running 720p, 60 frames per second. I'm using the official Garmin external microphone adapter. As far as what I am using, however, I'm using an Audio-Technica mic. I forget which model, but if anyone's really interested in that, I can put that in the video description. I think we'll just go straight right here. But oh my god, this FZ07. Like I said, I've not had a chance to really open it up, but my god, it's just so light and so flickable. I'll just let them go first, because anybody in vehicles always try to kill me. I don't trust other drivers. I've been riding for I've been riding for 6 years. I've been hit once in Florida down off of A1A. I guess there wasn't a light there. I hope there wasn't. But yeah, it was not a fun experience. I was in the hospital for a night. Had a mild concussion, contusion, a little bit of road rash because I was in my... Oh, hey, squirrel! Squirrel! Get out of my way! Oh yeah, had a little bit of road rash, all that fun stuff. Oh hey, I killed it. And I'm still trying to get used to this bike. Like I said, I've ridden it for maybe a grand total of 20 minutes. Nothing, not as much as I'd like to, but my god. Ever since I've been hit, I've not really been into motorcycles much. I mean, I've always used them because of my only mode of transportation. I'm not really rode one for fun in what seems like ages, but this right here, oh. I live in Tennessee, southeast Tennessee, and I could definitely see myself just taking us down to the mountains, having a little bit of fun with it. Stay over here away from the dogs. Wave at him, did not wave at me. Maybe the dogs like me though. Oh no! Woo! I break out into singing or humming or something, I do apologize about that. I'm listening to some really smooth music right now. Some nice jazzy stuff, just a tad bit of R&B thrown in, a little bit of electronica. Got some nice rhythm going on. Oh man, really does it for me. Let's see, this is Lee University? Yeah, Lee University, I'm right here. I know, wait, shit, I don't know where I'm at. Wait. I don't know, I think we'll make a left here. See how that works out for us. I'll go this way. Vesta building. Don't know. Oh, hey, look at that church. Oh, I know where I'm at now. Okay. Bum. I'm really sorry if I'm being obnoxious right now. I'm just really excited about this. It's a little bit cold riding around. Oh man, but it's nice. Which way do you want to go? That'll... Okay, we'll go right. I'll wait for this to clear and we'll make a right here. I don't get out and run much. I usually just go home, store, home, work, home, store. Make sure they turn. I don't care if they put indicators on. I always want to make sure anyway that they're going to dedicate to that turn. I know I was in the wrong lane, but oh. Yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit cautious with this. Cold tires, fresh tires, like I said, brand new. So you still got the release, the mold release agent on them. Then the road's cold, so it's really just not good for any sort of safety. Not good to be safe on just trying to tear up the tires. Look at these kids packing around a car battery. I bet you they stole that. And I'm not just saying that just to say it. The guy that I financed my bike through, who's always treated me well, by the way, Chris from Cherokee Financial, he had a battery stolen out of one of his cars. People came by, just cut the complete wiring harness and everything. I'm like, huh, okay. They must have really been desperate for a battery. They didn't even have the decency just to unscrew the battery. They just cut that wire. Yeah, well, I mean, we're gonna make this a short ride. I'm just gonna turn around here. We're gonna take another route down through Lee, and we'll head home. Starting to get a little bit dark, get a little bit cooler. Even with the ambient sensor temperature being near the engine, I'm still reading 46 degrees, so that's a little bit cold. But man, this thing really turns on a dime, and this seat is so comfortable. I could see myself going on a trip on this thing. Load up some saddlebags, throw in a tank bag, maybe a sport touring windshield, keep the wind off my chest a little bit, reduce some fatigue going down the highway. Oh man, I'd love to take this thing up to Canada, visit Ontario just because, go over to British Columbia for some mountains. Oh man, even just heading out west here, going through some of the mountains, oh man, that would definitely be a good time. Always come to a complete stop before turning, because that's the responsible and required by law type of thing to do. Man, oh, this thing, it is a parallel twin, but I swear to God it feels like a V-twin. It really does. I've got a Shadow 1100. I swear it feels just like that. Maybe a little bit lighter in the on the vibrators. Yeah, a little bit less on the vibrations in your butt. But oh my man, it feels so good. It's very weird because I've always ridden twins. Like I've always owned twins, except I've owned a i4 82 Nighthawk 650 and an i4 what was it? 2005 Kawasaki Z750S. But the i4s are always really boring. Like the only thing you get out of them, you get a rush of power right there as you start getting up in the RPMs, but that's it. It's like, okay, you want to go around town really slowly, that's cool, keep your engine revved so you don't die out. Though even on those two bikes it wasn't especially bad because they were made to generate power a little bit lower at the revs to be a little bit more practical. But then Nighthawk 250, that was my first bike. That's the one that I was hit on. And I mean, it wasn't particularly powerful or gave you any sort of character, but it was really light, and despite the wheelbase was pretty flickable. Then I moved up to the Ninja 500. Again, I mean, nothing. You could have went. Okay, whatever, friend. I at least appreciate you waiting on me. But yeah, the Ninja 500, it had a little bit of power. I opened the thing up faster than I ever should have anywhere. Again, there's nothing really particularly interesting about that. Same with the Ninja 650. You had a bit of power there, but again, nothing that ever inspired anything out of you. So maybe that's why I haven't ridden for fun in forever. It's just boring on those bikes. But something about this one, maybe the 270-degree crank, there's something about the way it generates power, because I like my Shadow 1100, but holy hell is it heavy. Like, you have got to muscle it around anywhere you want it to go. And it's got this nice plush seat, but the vibrations, I mean, you go numb riding at any sort of distance. And a lot of bikers don't worry about it, but I do. Fuel economy, it is absolutely horrendous on the Shadow. I mean, it's a nice bike, but, oh, yeah. We're going to go ahead and stop, because we are responsible. Again, I'm so sorry if I'm being obnoxious. I'm cold, I'm excited. I'm out riding this brand new bike. Oh my God, it feels so nice just revving up. Just like, it has got such a nice rev on it. And look at those kids over there at the music. They are a little bit terrifying. Oh, they're kissing. How cute. Yeah, I just realized we have a lot of weight-censored lights here, but with how light this bike is, I'm not sure that it's ever going to be heavy enough to trigger anything. I mean, not this light. This light's timed. But, We've got laws in place to where we can run the red light if it is triggered by weight, and we've sat there X amount of time. I forget what the exact stipulation is. I always carry it in my little pouch, my license and registration, just in case anybody ever tries to hassle me about it. But I've never had an issue with any cops here. Only issue ever I had, that Z750S I mentioned earlier. It had a laser exhaust, 4-to-1-to-4 exhaust pipes. Baffleless. Oh my God. Like, that thing was so loud. And I was pulled over one time because I was heading down the street, and it was the middle of the night, and it was too loud. It was definitely violating noise ordinance. Sure, they didn't have a decibel meter. Whoa! Okay, that's a... don't know what's going on up here. Oh, whatever. We can go slow if traffic dictates it. Yeah, I was pulled over once for that. That's fine. I mean, I never got a ticket or anything. The dude was cool. I told him, hey man, just trying to get home, cold from work, and I mean, it was in the middle of winter. I mean, the cops around here are really freaking nice. I wave at them. There's never one that passes me that doesn't wave back. My wife makes jokes about me saying that I'm just friends with everyone. I know every single one of them. I've not met a single one aside from the one that pulled me over, but I always wave at them, just friendly, because they do have stressful jobs. I couldn't imagine doing something like that. And I'm a freaking nerd here, like going to school for electronics. Definitely love my video games. Please don't pull out. But yeah, definitely love my video games. My dad was a nerd. He raised me honest on games. But yeah, man, I'm going to school for electronics. I couldn't imagine doing the job that a cop has to do. Because people like talking about being dramatic, but they literally do not know if they're coming home to their families every night they go out on duty. And that, don't get me wrong, there's always some bad people in a bunch. Always. That's how it is, regardless of what you're looking at. I mean, police, I mean, even if you just want to go government job-wise, firefighters, definitely any sort of government. But, I mean, people at Walmart, people at, say, your favorite restaurant, you've got bad apples everywhere. You've got people always trying to look out for themselves, con other people, and just go on power trips, doing whatever they want. But to be a police officer, even someone in the military, you have got to respect the balls that they have, even if they're assholes, the balls that they have to go out on duty every time they do, not knowing if they're going to come back home. That is something that definitely deserves respect, and they always get bad rap. I see other bikers, they're always like, F the police this, F the police that. They don't care about them one bit. They're lawbreakers. I'm not like that, man. I appreciate, if anybody like that watches this video, any one of you servicemen, people from a police force, I respect every single thing you do. I really do. And I'm just thankful for y'all. Well, I mean, that's my tangent there. I'm almost heading home. Y'all can get a little bit of a good view of me coming this way. I'll probably go up to the house the back side, just because it's a little bit more interesting, a little bit bumpier. But I have every intention of throwing some knobby tires on this, put some hand guards. I mean, this thing, for all intents and purposes, it's going to be like a not supermoto. Oh man, like, I can put my foot down here. I've got so much ground clearance. I mean, just comparing to something like the Ninja 650, there are some things that I noticed that might be a little bit lacking. Of course, because it seems like Kawasaki's the only one that uses the positive neutral finder. And if you don't know what that is, when you're sitting still, if you're sitting still, shift down all the way to first. And you can pull up from first as much as you want and as hard as you want. You can't go past neutral if your wheels are perfectly steady, not moving at all. Now you can rock your bike forward a little bit, forward, back, and that's enough to release that ball bearing so you can shift up the second. But I mean, that right there's a fantastic tool. I mean, just sitting there, just shift down to first, pull up. I mean, the engine run and engine not run, you're always going to hit neutral, very reliable. That's something that's missing on this. Of course, no one else uses it, so that's not really anything. The key, the Ninja 650 key felt a little bit more premium. The top of it, I mean, it had like a silver, not sure if it was plastic or if it was metal. I want to think it was plastic. But it even had like a plastic protector on it. The key felt really premium. This right here, it's more of just like a thin plastic key. It has Yamaha in it. It's got four indents on either side. No idea what it's for, but we'll just pretend that it's weight reduction to get that extra 10 horsepower out of your bike, right? Because I mean, it's a 700, it's a twin cylinder. Yeah. I mean, the actual bike itself, it feels really nice. One other thing I think's a little bit odd is how you access the battery compartment. You've actually got screws. Now, I'm not used to that. No bike I've ever had before. My Shadow is one. You've on this right here, you've got the key lock. You turn the key, that pops off the passenger seat, the pillion seat, and then you've got two hex head bolts. The wrench is on the bottom of the seat, and you just pull it out, and you got a sort of bend back part of the seat too, and you just unscrew those, and that releases the bottom of the seat. That's a little bit odd. I mean, you don't normally need access to the battery compartment frequently, I guess. I mean, if your battery dies, yeah, you probably need access to them. But if you got anything like a quick charge connect, you won't need it then. In my case, I'm working on setting up some underglow for this bike, so I will be accessing a little bit, but it's not a complaint. It's just a little bit different. Now, I talked about how that Ninja is a little bit better, but this right here, everything else, I mean, I might miss the fairing just for some wind protection, but oh my god, everything else, the mirrors aren't as good as what was on the Ninjas. That might be explained due to the fact that the Ninja's mirrors, they were fixed and not on the handlebars. I mean, the way the engine revs, the power delivery, the way it sounds, oh my god. The brakes themselves, the brakes are a lot better as well. And I'm a fat dude. I'm a fat dude, right? But these brakes bite so much better. The suspension actually feels better as well, as odd as that sounds. It feels more sporty. Like, it's not absorbing, it doesn't absorb bumps as well. But I mean, just a little bit I've ridden it right now, it feels much more planted. Obviously that may change when I put it up a little bit more speed, take it through some twisties, because right now I've not had the opportunity to do any of that, or it's been cold. But as of right now, just the normal riding, normal around town riding, it feels pretty much superior in every way, which is not something I was expecting. This right here is actually the first Yamaha I've owned. I've owned Kawasaki's, I've owned Hondas, but this is the first Yamaha I've owned, and it's just blowing me away how nice of a bike this is. Then again, it is their brand new design, I guess, or relatively new. But man, do I love what this thing brings to me. Like I said, not pulled it, not really revved it very much, but I have opened it enough to get out of the way of traffic a couple times. Oh man, it brings a smile on my face every time I rev that throttle. It sounds so friggin' nice. But there we go now. We're parked with the house. Gonna put this away, put it away in here so it doesn't wind up meeting the same fate as my Ninja 650, which is to say stolen. Now, again, sorry if I rambled a lot. This is the first time I've ever done anything like that, or done anything like this, period. But if y'all like this, you can subscribe if you want. If not, that's cool. I'm going to try something fancy here, lay over some telemetry data with where I just rode around with my GPS. We'll see how that works. Yeah, again, my name's Paul, and thank you again for watching if you have.